miles per hour, Tommy two-tone. Hadn't been outside to do a video in a while. Man, mosquitoes are bad out here. I just sprayed some DEET on me. Maybe they'll leave me alone. And plus, it's been super hot. The heat today, it's 93 degrees. That's not that bad. But the humidity's in the high 80s. Tomorrow's supposed to be low humidity. I see mosquitoes flying all around me now. So I've been doing some whittling without filming. My wife asked me to take this block of wood and see if I could make her a pumpkin out of it, and so I did. And I painted it and antiqued it, and this is what I came up with. This is my little pumpkin for her. She didn't want a face on it. The next one I do, I think I'm gonna put a face on it before Halloween, which today, by the way, is September the 4th, Friday. This is going to be a Christmas tree, as you can probably see. It's going to be a little Christmas ornament. Right now I'm just getting the basic shape because I don't have a bandsaw and really don't have a place to put a bandsaw. So I'm going to carve the shape out, the basic shape. And once I get that done, I'm going to make some markings and shape it a little more. And then we'll put a face on it, paint it, and I'm going to give it to my friend Larry, and I don't know if he's going to see this video or not. I think he does watch my videos, obviously. Larry has sent me pepper powders, has more on the way. He's an OG chili head, but the deal with Larry is he also sent me some very nice antique carving tools. And Larry, I'll just tell you, as soon as I get down to the detail part of this, I will be using a few of those tools. Oh, I meant to tell you too, this tree's going to be yours. So I'm going to give it to you and mail it to you as soon as I can get it to you. But right now we're just going to carve and chat. And I'm going to try to take off large amounts of wood as I talk. It's kind of boring, but just remember, folks, this is not a how-to video by any means. This is just something I do is carve and chat. You know, this thing going around that we all are affected by, that for some reason people are afraid to speak about on YouTube, thinking maybe they'll get demonetized or something. But I've seen a lot of talk about COVID on YouTube, and I'm not monetized, so I'm not going to worry about getting demonetized. I'm sorry that the whole pandemic has been politicized like it has, because it really shouldn't be. It really should be more about saving lives and taking care of people. But you know, we're all over it right now. We're tired of it. We're tired of having to wear masks, but we wear them because, let's face it, it's what we're supposed to do. But some people say, yeah, if you do that, you're taking away your freedoms, as they buckle their seatbelt. I mean, you know, there's just certain things, there's certain responsibilities that come with freedom, and that is other people's rights as well. And if me wearing a mask helps them instead of me, well, then I'm going to do it, because I don't want anybody else getting it from me if I have it or I'm carrying it. We've all heard this. I mean, it should be pretty simple by now. Do the things you're supposed to do. It shows the numbers come down. I can see bugs flying across here. I don't know if you can see them on the screen or not. Anyway, we're going to continue to shape this side. I want to get it just right, because I'm going to use a pencil to mark the edges of it so that I can thin it down and give myself a kind of a taper for the nose. And you'll see that later when I taper it kind of coming this way. It'll give me a taper in the center where I have marked already here. It'll give me a taper for the nose of the Happy Christmas Tree ornament. My wife has my first one I ever made because it turned out very well. I got the idea from, or actually I watched the first one I did. I watched a video by Doug Linker. So if you want a how-to video, I haven't been carving long enough to do how-to videos. I haven't been whittling long enough. Now you say, well, sometimes you say carving and sometimes you say whittling. What is the difference? Well, all whittling is carving, but not all carving is whittling. There are some people that carve reliefs or different things into wood using other tools. But I'm carving on wood as I whittle it. But this is called whittling because of the style and the way that I'm taking the wood off. I'm just whittling away at little pieces. There will be some carving done on this, obviously, when I start doing the face. But for the moment, I just need to get the shape of this tree. And I want it to be on both sides, which it looks like it's going to be. Get it good and flat, or as flat as I can get it. Trying to match this line up all the way across. And I mean, if it's off a little bit, that's fine because it's whittling. But we're going to get both sides done today, and just continue on with this piece of work. I enjoy whittling. It kind of relaxes me, and just to be honest with you, I work 2 jobs. Okay, and there I chipped that a little bit. That's not going to be an issue. It's just not going to be an issue, especially when I get to taking more off. But we'll just go ahead and carve that on down a little bit. I don't know why it's being that way. I can just carve it up this way and it smooths it right out though. Seems like the mosquitoes are finally the only place I didn't spray. Man, they're rough today. It's not fun either. But I wanted to do another video. I got to thinking about YouTube and videos and why I do them. My wife actually asked me that. Why do you do videos? Are you a narcissist? Are you a ham? Do you like people watching you? And, you know, I got to thinking really seriously about that. Why do any of us that do videos do them? And there's a lot of us out here, I'll tell you that. Maybe it is somewhat narcissist. I just killed that mosquito. Look at that. On my hand. It landed on my neck. Anyway, maybe it is a little narcissistic. I like people to watch my videos. Now, I'm a realist. You know what? If you don't want to watch and I bore you, that's fine. Just watch somebody else. I don't really care. I used to worry about that, but I don't anymore. I don't worry about the number of subscribers. I don't care if I get 1,000 or not anymore. I used to worry about that. I'm not going to make a living on YouTube. I work 2 jobs. I don't have time. You know, if I retire and hit the road with an RV, maybe I'll make videos every day and edit them and get a big following and do all that kind of stuff. I'm not so sure about that, but I enjoy watching a lot of YouTube videos and people that, some of the people I watch, that's their living, YouTube videos. Whether they're paramotor pilots or full-time RVers, or some of those guys are both actually from time to time. So, you know, I got that line just about where I want it. Just about. I am not going to be able to keep scratching my head where that mosquito bit me, though. That sucks. I mean, how can they be all around me? I got sprayed like crazy. It's like marinade for them, I think. It's not even 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The mosquitoes are out here like it's daggum feeding time. And I mean, they have been feeding on me. Pardon me for scratching. I can't help it. I would zoom in the camera down and show you these whelps on my legs, but nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Now, I got one side done. We're going to do the other side. So we're just going to go ahead and just start taking wood off. It's just what you do. Take off large amounts of wood as we go. Trying to get down to that. Ooh, that's a lot. There's a lot to go. Of course, there was a lot on the other side as well. Let's take it down chip by chip by chip. By chip by chip. By chip by chip by chip. This knife, this is a Sloyd, or it's spelled S-L-O-Y-D. YD. I suppose it's pronounced Sloyd. I have seen it where it's spelled the S and then Lloyd, S Lloyd, I don't know. Although that's what it is. It's a beaver craft. I keep it sharp. That's another thing. I really don't show you all this when I'm cutting, but I spend more time, or almost as much time, stropping on my knives as I do carving with. Well, I wouldn't say as much time, but I keep them very sharp. That's why they're cutting like butter right now, is because this knife is extremely sharp. And I spent some time on my leather strop with it. Another thing is, when you get a good knife and it comes already sharp, maybe it's not honed to where you want it. I've never put any of my knives on a stone, because from the very beginning I start stropping them with leather, with compound on the leather, no less. But I've never put my knives on a stone, and you look how sharp they are. Very. This knife would shave your hair on your arm right now, even with me cutting wood. This knife is so sharp that it'd cut your finger off. I probably ought to be wearing a glove, but I'm really cutting away from myself. I'm trying to be careful. I know I've said that before. I've cut myself before. I think everybody that whittles has cut themselves. There's no doubt about that. So let's just keep working away toward this line. And the wood don't want to be cut that way. That's just what it told me. It wants to be cut up. And I can see that now. Much smoother cuts. No splintering. Cut this hump off. Of course, there's going to be a siren, or it depends on whatever part of the country you're from, or world that is. Sounds like more than one. Of course, you know, you can't do a video outside. It's perfectly quiet out here today, too. I was thinking, wow, the cicadas are quiet right now. They haven't cranked up, but they're starting to. You may can hear them a little bit, and some of the crickets. And as on cue, there goes the cicada. The sirens, though, dang. Seriously. I wonder if there's been a wreck. Accident on the highway up the road. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, now a crow's going to get involved on it. They make weird sounds, too. Yeah, we hear you. That crow is making some weird sounds. I don't know if my camera's picking that up, the mic on the Osmo Pocket, because that's what I'm using today, the DJI Osmo Pocket. However, there's a crow just cutting up. He's not making calls, he's making different sounds. I don't know what they mean. I hear them all the time. There's a murder of crows that hang out around here. I think they like all the acorns and the trees, and there's somebody on the near side over here that has pecan trees, and I think the crows love to get up in there and eat their pecans. That was a weird one, though. There he goes, calling now. That's the kind of crow we're used to. We're going to get this tree shape out of here yet. And then I will show you how we'll shape the, I'll have to go get a pencil, but you can wait. You ain't got nothing else to do. How do I know that? Because you're watching me. Nah, that may be the best line of the video. If you've made it this far into this video. But, you know, I think sometimes maybe I have something poignant to say, and then I get into the video and realize, nah, you've heard it all before. I mean, you know what? We're just sick of this damn pandemic. And yeah, I'm not going to beat that out. I don't care. Been a lot of changes in people's lives because of this crap. There'll be some people be like, well, Pastor, you cussed. Yeah, I cussed that pandemic. Pretty bad. I cursed it for sure. That's all right, though. I'm human. We're all human. I suppose we're all human, unless your cat's watching this video, and if so, kudos to your cat. There are people who have cats who watch videos, actually. Interesting. So we're going to get this little hump taken out and try to get this leveled off. I'll get a pencil and show you how I'm going to mark and cut this so that we can get ready to put a face in it. But it's not quite there yet. We are getting there, though. We're taking that wood off just beautifully. Actually got wood chips all over my wife's front porch. I'll have to sweep it probably before she comes home from work, because we will track them in. And, you know, she shouldn't really fuss about this, and she doesn't, because I used to carve inside, and it just got in the carpet and vacuuming. There's always wood chips around, so I don't do that anymore. Even in the wintertime, I just carve outside. I find a way to do it. It's either hot or cold here. And when I mean cold, it's probably not cold what some of you northern people would think is cold. But to us southern guys who are used to 98 degrees, you know, 20-degree days freezing. But yeah. Okay. We are getting there. There is a lot to shaving this off and getting it right. This knife, man, it takes off a good bit when you need it to. It's getting a little, maybe where I need to strop it again, that's for sure. But I hadn't got much more to go. I am going to finish it. This part of it. I'm going to get that perfect shape I want. Then we'll mark it, shape it some more, and call it a video. If you've made it this far with me, thanks. And according to my stats, more people watch my videos that are subscribed. I would really appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button. And if you intend to watch my videos, and if you intend to not unsubscribe, I would sure appreciate it. It's no big deal. It doesn't cost you anything. And if you would, I mean, you know, it's free. Go ahead and take it another step further if you don't mind, and hit that notification bell. And when I put a video out, sometimes I'm chatting and carving. Sometimes I'm reviewing peppers and hot sauce, which we've got some of those coming up. And in the near future, a very near future, I have a collaboration video with Bama Mike. If you don't recognize that name, he is a very good YouTuber. He does great stories, crime stories, roadside attractions, locations. He and I are going to go to a location that used to be an ammunition factory during the Civil War. It is in the woods. It's a hidden gem that I've never seen anything on YouTube about it, which is surprising, but also I'm glad. I've looked, I've used all the keywords I could to find it. It's just not there. So me and him will be the first. And I know he's got some things going right now, but he told me, you know, soon he's going to be coming this way, because he's got some stuff he's going to do up in North Alabama. Pardon me. So those will be some good videos. By the way, it's the place where I grew up, so I know the history of the area. I know what happened to it. We used to call it the Cannonball Factory, because when I was a kid, there were a bunch of cannonballs just strewn through the woods around there. I mean, just laying around. And they had been for over 100 and some odd years, because they were from, actually, the Civil War. So, you know, that's pretty interesting, I think. And, yeah. That's going to be a good video series. And I'll tell you what, Bama Mike, he tells a good story. He researches it, then he tells a good story, and it makes it worth listening to and interesting. And I like I just like his channel. So I guess you could call today's video, part of it, a shout out to Bama Mike. I'm not even sure he knows I do video. He knows who I am. I guess he does. I don't think he watches my videos. If he does, Bama Mike, if you see this, comment. Because I don't think you do. I don't think you've ever seen my videos. I'll give you a shout out more than once. I mean, not that it matters. You've got 10,000 some odd subscribers. Or maybe more than that by now. 16, 15,000. I've got 643. So, yeah. But, still, I'm just kind of saying, I like your channel. I appreciate what you do. I used to be a Patreon supporter of him, but money got too tight for me to Patreon support folks. I only had 2 channels that I supported, and only a little bit, but still, I need every penny now, and I hate that. I'd love to help support him. But, you know, that's just the way it is. Almost got that shape. I got to cut this down over here a little bit. I see that now. Let's get that foot. If I had a bandsaw, all this would be cut. This would be a perfect triangle shape, but it's not, and I don't. And that's what's really going to, in my opinion, help this dadgum video, or help this carving out. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, I'm starting to get that little hump out that was there. This will take care of that. Yes, it will. Same there. Just a little bit of a hump. A little bit of something there. We'll just keep rolling that off, rolling it off until it gets right. I could sand that before I mark it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep rolling off layers until I get it as flat as I want it, right ready for what I'm going to be doing. And I think I'm not too far off from that, just to be honest. I can't believe there's high school football games tonight. There were last night, even UAB played. No way you'd catch me in that stadium, because not everybody social distances. That's the thing. And so that makes it pretty dangerous. Anyway, so I've got this basic shape. And it's pretty much right where I want it. And I could sit and do this like, you know, detail carving all day long probably, because that's just what you do. Haven't said anything in a while. I guess I'll cut the video here. It's been good coming back on the air. Good talking with you. Hope to see you soon. Be on the lookout for another video. God bless you. Rev Tommy Two Tone. See ya.